At Ford of Murfreesboro, we have an off-site quick lane service center which offers the Works package, which is an oil change and a tire rotation, any make or model, for $24.95. At Ford of Murfreesboro, we offer a lifetime warranty on all new Ford vehicles, including Roush vehicles. We also offer a lifetime warranty on brake pads through our quick lane and our service department. Ford of Murfreesboro is a 2013 recipient of Ford Motor Company's President's Award, which is only awarded to the top service and sales satisfaction dealers in the country.
But we're going to kick it off just like we always do. We have John Glennon and Jim Wyatt, Tennessee Titans beat reporters for the Tennessean, and of course our star, Bernard Pollard. And they are,
I'm not a star.
We have Cam Wimley sitting over there on the side. He's going to join us in the next segment as a special guest. But first, we're going to talk a little bit about last week's game and spin a little bit ahead to next week. So go ahead, guys, take it away.
Yeah, and I know, Bernard, you probably don't want to spend too much time talking about this game, but I know you're upset. I know you're usually a guy that likes to let off a little steam in the locker room, whether it's in frustration or after a win. But you didn't talk to us on Sunday, so we haven't really had your thoughts, I guess, since the game in Sunday, in Indianapolis. What's the frustration level like for you? And a couple of days later, what's going through your mind?
Well, I think, for me, I chose not to speak to the media. I had nothing good to say, whether it was about the game, whether it was about players, whether it was about coaches. I didn't have anything good to say. So I chose to kind of keep my words to myself, before I bury myself even, more than our team. Just the frustration for, I guess, me expressing right now is, I'm disappointed in the way we're playing. I'm disappointed in the way we're handling adversity. I'm disappointed just in how our approach to the football game is as players. And, I've been in systems to where, the players are ready. The players go in and we're ready to fight. We're ready to go to war. And, to look at this situation, that's happened the last 3 weeks, it's just been unfortunate and it's disappointing.
Yeah, you talked about the last 3 weeks there, and I wonder, I hate to say it again, but obviously they've been kind of one-sided games the last 3 weeks, and I wonder where is the confidence level for you guys after the last 3 weeks and three one-sided losses?
Well, our confidence is high, but I think at the same time, we are a football team where we just don't handle adversity very well. You look at, getting them off the field, getting the offense back the ball, they turn the ball over, we go back on the field, they throw a deep ball, we jump off sides, they throw a deep ball, they catch it, and then they come back an onside kick. And it's just like that, you just see the air just leave. And so for me as a player, like I said, coming here, I knew what I was stepping into. I knew coming back what I wanted to turn around and how I wanted to help the football team and this organization. And not to say that it still can't be done, because it can, but I think we have to take the approach. It pisses me off as a football player, I put everything into this. I work out, I'm missing time with family, I'm not at home, so I'm putting so much into this game. And I want to see results. And for me as a player, when we're not seeing results, and you see constantly, I always talk about our fans deserve more, the cities deserve more. We got to protect our home field, and these things are not happening, and we need to change this culture now.
And I know it's not a flip that you can switch to make things change. So how does the team go about changing things when they're not going well?
Well, I think, for myself and for other players, we need to challenge. We need to challenge our teammates. We need to challenge them, and if it's going to piss them off, then that's fine and dandy with me. I don't care if I piss you off. This is 9 years. I can't waste any years in the National Football League. I'm getting old. I want to get to the big dance again, and like I continue to tell so many guys on our football team, that is the ultimate goal. That, playing in front of millions of people, playing in that game is just, it's an awesome feeling, and winning it is one of the best feelings, because like I've said before, so many people have come into this league and hadn't got a chance to even win. They've been in the Super Bowl, but they didn't win it, but to carry that ring, that's something that nobody can ever take away from you, and you're going to go down in history if you win it.
Yeah, let's move from last week. Let's peek a little bit forward here. We've got Cleveland coming up here at home. Cleveland team, people didn't really think too much of this Cleveland team coming in the year, but every single one of their games so far has gone down to a last-second field goal. Talk a little bit about what you know about Cleveland and Brian Hoyer, a guy who hasn't even thrown an interception yet in 3 games.
Well, we can't talk about as far as making him throw picks or whatever, because our defense, our offense, and our special teams have been piss poor, horrible the last 3 weeks. So we can't even talk about what he's been doing well. Our team, we just have to respond and we have to play good football. This is the AFC North team. They're going to be ready to play. There's going to be a dogfight. They're going to punch. We've seen with Cincinnati, they're going to come out and they're going to put the ball in the air. They're going to put the ball on the ground. And they're going to run the ball. This is a run-first division. They're going to put, they have receivers to, like I said, throw the ball in the air, and their defense is going to be nasty. And special teams is going to be there to respond.
And the guy that a lot of people thought would be the quarterback instead of Hoyer is Johnny Manziel. They've been known to sneak him out there for a few gadget plays. I think he's been on the field for 3 plays this year. What should Johnny Manziel expect if he lines up at wide receiver on Sunday?
Well, we could talk about it all day. I think, going into the Cincinnati game, we know Sanu was going to be a guy who did trick plays and everything else. We knew it, we seen it, and we didn't stop it in the game. So, knowing and understanding if you have 2 quarterbacks on the field, you have a trick play coming. We just have to be a disciplined football team, disciplined defense to know and understand when you see those 2 guys on the field, back up, see what you're doing, tackle the guy, and if the ball go in the air to another quarterback, go kill him this time.
Yeah.
You talked a little bit about this game kind of being a dogfight sort of game. I wonder, when you play a team it's a run-heavy team that's from your old division like that, is that the kind of game you look forward to more than, say, maybe an Andrew Luck who's going to throw it all over the stadium and throw it 40 times? You enjoy a nice little smash-mouth game more?
Well, I'm an old school football player. I love smash mouth football, but at the same time, this league has kind of evolved to a passing league, so everybody's going to pass the ball. But, you still have a couple divisions where they look at it, they want to be run first. You have to know and understand that teams carry 5 and 6 receivers for a reason. They're going to spread you out to open up your defense to try to get the ball downfield. So, for me, I had to get accustomed to, okay, now, you need to be ready to play the pass. Looking at the game last week, you had receivers run across the middle. You had receivers running deep who weren't fear. They didn't have no fear in them. And, we did not hit them at all. We were in positions to where we had to, do certain things. But I think, this is a game where we have to hit these receivers, whether they come across the middle, whether they go deep. It doesn't matter. I think Mike and I need to take that, upon ourselves. Any safety that's in there, and all of us, we need to take it upon ourselves to kind of hit these guys to let them know this is going to be a physical football game. But, I think it's kind of getting ahead of ourselves. I think, more importantly, we need to show up in our home field ready to play because, like I said, the last 3 weeks they haven't been good football.